What's at stake here with this visit? What is Macron hoping to gain?
Well, I mean, what's at stake here is huge for both sides, really, because France depends upon Algeria for at least some of its energy needs. It also depends on Algeria for a lot of security cooperation, as you've hinted at, with the overfly of jets to their anti-jihadist operations in the Sahel, but also because there's a huge Algerian diaspora in France, and there's a lot of cooperation between the French and Algerian security services in discussions around jihadism, radicalization, and insecurity as a function, potentially, of that diaspora. But there's also the broader symbolic nature and diplomatic nature of this relationship, because French interests in Africa have taken a bit of a pounding in the past 2 or 3 years. We've seen the French forces expelled by the Malian government over their unhappiness with the French successes in counter-jihadist operations in the north of the country, to be replaced by Russian Wagner mercenary forces, which is quite a significant change in the politics of this region of Africa. And France, I think, doesn't want to lose any more influence over its historical kind of colonial possessions in that part of the world.
Ties between the two countries have been strained the last few years. How will Macron likely be received while he's there?
I mean, Macron is an interesting character, right? Because some of the comments he made, especially those that touch on the colonial relationship, are extremely poorly considered, and it went down very, very badly in Algeria, where this is still an extremely touchy subject. So I don't think he's going to be received with the level of warmth that he might like. I think also his personality, he doesn't do contrition, he doesn't do apologies. He's very much, he shoots from the hip, and he's unapologetic about making controversial statements. So, I mean, it's going to be difficult to smooth over these waters, I think, especially given that there's a third party to this relationship, right, that needs to also be considered, which is Morocco. And Algeria-Morocco ties have been are really at an all-time low. There's massive tensions between the two countries, and France has a very good relationship with Morocco and quite a strange relationship with Algeria. So it's very delicate to try and get all these moving parts to coalesce together to give Macron really an easy time in this visit, right? There's going to be questions raised about security cooperation with Morocco. Morocco found out about a Polisario fighter that was getting treatment in Spain, which, Algeria backs the Polisario. So there's all these kinds of behind-the-scenes aspects to this relationship that are going to make his visit, I think, quite difficult. But at the end of the day, both sides have more to gain keeping diplomatic channels open and keeping a close relationship than they have to lose, really, right? So they need to both work hard to keep this relationship in place.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Joseph Downing joining us from London. Thank you.